Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
They move the tight end all over. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Butler. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now we're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He wants it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like, you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled after picking up the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Right down the middle. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. while we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Well, jet sweep pass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Owens. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The offense starts with a short field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. Grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Texas. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air. It's Owens. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Slater. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. They're going to run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by 11 to Liberty. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now from inside the red zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Off the RPO, complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskers. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To throw, it's Owens. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And he breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Slips, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth-quarter lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wide out. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they can't. Texas on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Offense getting set for first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.